Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. And now the opening lineup for New York. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 4 spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Ben Simmons. Markelle Fultz is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Thybulle in at the 3. Well, Clark, in game 2 of the back-to-backs, players have to be running more on adrenaline than rest.
Clearly there's some fatigue that comes into play, especially for your heavy minute players. That's why your reserve players, the guys on the bench, are so important, because in back-to-back situations, adrenaline's not enough to overcome fatigue.
Down low, in transition, here comes Brooklyn.
Well, I love watching Simmons run the floor, so effortless and efficient in his movement.
Here's Brunson. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. For 3. It's Hart on the wing. Anunoby for 3. Hart against Simmons. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Gets another look. Thybulle with the board.
And 0 for 4 starts. Somebody forgot to take this team out of the cooler.
Fultz passes to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
And for a 6'10 player like Simmons to be handling the ball like that, come on, that's criminal.
Here's Brunson. Big-time offensive force he's been. He's averaging just over 31 a game. Clark, there was no denying the talent of Ben Simmons, especially early in his career.
Yeah, well, even before he started in the college game, everybody knew he had it, the package of potential starters. He won 3 high school state championships in Florida and was just beginning his journey, and it didn't quite elevate to the level we anticipated. You talk about a high motor, mental tenacity and toughness. Brunson wears defenses down, even when they throw different people at it.
Now here's Fultz. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
The Nets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. To the middle. And stolen by Bridges. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Anunoby can't get it to go. Towns against Simmons. Hield for 3. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist.
And the D was right there, but Hield is gifted at staying locked in on the way up.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez for a minute. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Simmons. The shot comes out. Pass to Anunoby from behind the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Thybulle passes to Simmons. Over Hart. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Towns up top. Simmons defending. Shot's good by Hart.
And Cat remains an excellent passer at his position. Outstanding at seeing the floor and finding teammates.
And the Nets call time here. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. Knicks trail by 3. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Williams. Brooklyn, no good that time either. New York has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. McBride attacking. Shoots over Shepherd. Another one falls for New York.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Here's Shepard. McBride covers. Wolf passes to Beasley. Fires the three. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space. And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Clarkson against Williams. The teardrop. It's hauled in by Wolf. Here's Shepard. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Knicks up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Simmons muscling his way right into his shot. Gets the ball inside like that. It's almost a wrap.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship, with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You got to respect that mindset. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Catching up on the changes for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Robinson, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Clarkson. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Last time they met was in New York.
Their approach was to draw fouls in that game. It put their opponent in a very difficult position.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. Credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Here's Brunson. It's Brunson working inside.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
New York making a switch here. And Anunoby's checked in. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Ben Simmons.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Always a treat to watch Simmons operate in screen and roll sets. I mean, his IQ is quite honestly off the charts.
Now here's Brunson. He has 6. Good. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Here's Simmons. Hield from outside. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists in the game. And with most NBA defenses bringing help from that weak side corner, that opens up offenses for the weak side crash, Clark.
Yep, if I was still playing BA, I would make way on that offensive glass board, wreaking havoc on the boards, extra opportunities, aplenty the way the game is played now.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you guys.
Staying humble. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Hart, rejected by Claxton. Hield passes to Thybulle. Back to Hield. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. To the paint. That's good from Simmons on the assist by Hield. And now a 4-point Nets lead.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Mikal Bridges has what I call a balanced game. Not many holes, can do a little bit of everything. He gives you points and a sprinkle of everything else, plus some really effective defense to go with it.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Thibault, and it's Shepard in for Fultz. Here's Shamet. Clarkson for three. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Pass to Shepard. Back to Simmons. Hield for three. Connects from downtown. Hield's got 12 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now a timeout called by New York. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
McBride, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. It's Shamet on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Shepard. Still no points. Williams from long range. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Pass to Wolf. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. That shot is off. Here's Clarkson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Williams from long range. The shot won't fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Brooklyn out in front, up by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
And you're next. You next.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been stringing together multiple monster games lately. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway? Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Ben Simmons.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So on the floor for the Knicks, Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. But when Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
Fultz passes to Simmons. Back to Fultz. Pass to Hield. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. Can't get it to drop.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer three so badly.
Here's Brunson. Misses off the right iron. Brooklyn trailing. Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Shots good by Hart.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And the Nets call time here. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Fultz passes to Simmons. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Simmons has got 16 points now.
This really elevates Ben Simmons' team when he's shooting it like this. Great to see him finding a scoring rhythm.
The Knicks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Hield. Over on Anunoby. And it's Hield missing.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And the find by Brunson, more than capable of running the offense.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." EA, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
It's good.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
Nets trail by 8. To the inside. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Good awareness by Simmons. He's so good at reading the defense and finding the shooter and setting him up perfect.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Yabusele comes in for Hart. Clarkson's checked in for Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Right side McBride. Over Williams. McBride can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Outside, Williams. Launches it from deep. The Knicks with the rebound. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. Thibault on the wing. Pass to Wolf. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. And here's New York now. They're on a 14-5 run.
Riding it up and in off the drive. Clarkson athletic enough to create his own offense.
Timeout called, Brooklyn. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Beasley's checked in for Thibault. New York leading by 7. Down low, Brunson. Can't get it to fall.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Beasley, pass to Williams. Gets the 3 to fall. Williams has got 6 points.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Pass to McBride. Now here's Yabusele. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Yabusele's got his first 2 points of the night.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, Shepard's so creative with the ball. He confuses the defenders.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he's good on the second. Here's McBride. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Shepard for three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that'll do it for the third quarter. New York out in front, leading by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Ben Simmons is out there with Zaire Williams. Then it's Shepard. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Wolf in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Nets 5. Beasley pass to Simmons. Stolen by Anunoby. Bridges finds Towns. Easy work inside for Towns. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Knicks.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Kept alive, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
And he drops the first. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I'd take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside. Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And that one falls for Towns. Thibault, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so Towns nails them both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Fultz passes to Claxton. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz.
Love how attentive Fultz is. When one of his teammates has a better look at the basket than him, he gets the ball to him.
Clarkson against Fultz. And that one's good. Clarkson.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team second.
Pass to Fultz. To the middle. Stolen by Bridges.
His 4th turnover tonight. He's got to play more under control.
OG elevating. Boy, this guy can fly.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Everyone.
Bol, he's checked in for Claxton. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Jordy Fernandez was just reviewing the play with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
When you've got an imposing force like Bobo, you expect to see him at the line a lot.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Clarkson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Simmons against Hart. Inside, Towns. No good. Solid defense from Bol. Nets trail by 11. And stolen by Bridges. To the paint. Here's Towns. Towns drops the hammer.
Big Cat says, take that.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Fultz passes to Simmons. Back to Fultz. To the inside. Pass to Simmons. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, this is Simmons at his most explosive, and we are seeing the vast array of his skills on display here tonight.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And it's Hield missing. And here's New York now. They're on a 14-6 run. Brunson with it. Fultz picks him up. And that one drops. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career and had to pack it up that way.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Knicks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jalen Brunson.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Yabusele, he's checked in for Hart. Clarkson comes in for Anunoby. And it's Shamet in for Jalen Brunson. Clarkson for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
Checking in for the Knicks, Miles McBride.
Now the Nets with it. Trailing by 13. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Shepherd missing.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter, was right in his jersey.
McBride. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assist.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Williams on the wing. The 3. Misses the shot. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.